Hello and welcome again to Fundamentals of Project Management. In this presentation, we'll have the Project Management Triangle. What do you mean by a Project Triangle? The Project Triangle is made out of the four elements in a project. Basically, what we have is the scope, or all the activities or all the work in a project, the schedule or the time that we have to do the project, and the budget and the funds that we have. When these three elements are in balance, they represent a triangle where we can now meet the four constraints of the project, which is quality. Only when these three elements are in balance, we can meet quality in the project. But keeping these elements in balance is a challenge, and let me explain you why. It's very often that something in a project will eventually require a change. Let's suppose that there is a request that comes for an increase in the scope. They want us to do more work. By adding more work, we have to understand there's going to be a change in the process of how we organize this information. That means that an increase in the scope will have an impact on the other two elements of my triangle. So we look at that a change in my scope will result an increase in my schedule and increase also in my budget. More work needs more time and needs more funds. Only when we make those changes and organize our time and our budget to meet the new scope, we can go back and say now that we have a new balance, therefore quality in the project. The same thing can happen the other way around. When we are asked to reduce our budget for any reason, there is a change from a state to a new budget that will also have an impact on my schedule and my scope. So in order to bring balance to my triangle, I need to make the corresponding changes in my schedule, reduce the time, and reduce the scope to reduce the work that I have originally planned, so that once I have made those changes, I will have a new triangle and therefore be able to meet a new balance and have again my quality. It is important to understand the relationship between these three elements. Changes in the scope, changes in the schedule, or changes in the budget are related. Anytime somebody is asking for a change, we must understand. A project manager has the duty and responsibility to understand what will be the impact on the other two elements. Without having that, we increase the risk of the project not meeting the quality of the project. So it's important to understand this tight relationship before making any changes on the project. Thank you for your attention and I invite you to see the next slide.